How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I thought there was a Christmas tree behind you. I'm like that. Like that's maybe that should come down. I don't know, but
Yeah,
I love Christmas. So yeah, I mean, leave it up as long as you like. I was just messing with you.
yeah. We tried to design it actually for Christmas, but it just didn't
Yeah,
work out.
gotcha.
So, where are you? You've been all over the place lately. Where are you today? You back in Nashville?
Yeah, I'm just in my house here. Got my Raptors jersey. Yeah, I'm home. Yeah, we haven't been home in a long time. We were in South Africa over Christmas. The trip was supposed to be 3 weeks, ended up being over 5 because our flights were canceled. We couldn't fly through the UK because this was when that whole new variant situation was going down in South Africa. So they canceled our flight. And honestly, I wasn't even that mad about it. I mean, I was in Cape Town. It's beautiful. It's summertime there. I'm like, you know what? That's fine. We'll just catch a flight in April and we'll be good. And but we stayed an extra 2 weeks. It was great.
So, did you guys stay in one spot roughly? Like, did you get an Airbnb or did you do like a excursion and see different places? Like, what happened?
We traveled around. There's so much to see in South Africa. The wine region there is absolutely incredible. Like people don't realize how good the wine region is. I mean, I'm talking like potentially better than Napa, which the kids didn't love. I think we actually changed accommodations 13 times.
How did it work for your kids for school? Did they bring it with them?
We're actually doing homeschool. We got them ahead.
That's great. Yeah, I saw some of your pictures. They look awesome. What would you say is one of the biggest highlights?
Probably the penguins. There's a place probably like 40 minutes outside of Cape Town on the coast, and it's called Boulder Beach. And that's where these wild penguins live. And I didn't even know there was penguins in South Africa, but apparently there are. They live on this beach and you can just swim with them. It's a pretty magical experience that a lot of people probably don't get to do. And I've done it twice now. So it's cool.
Are they friendly?
For the most part, yeah. There's a clip on my Instagram page of me scurrying away from a very angry penguin that I'd got a little bit too close to trying to get that shot. For the most part, they're very friendly.
That's awesome. Yeah, I always thought that they would just be like in snow and ice.
Yeah, I thought they were like up north in Canada or whatever, but they're not. Apparently, there's no penguins in North Pole. They're all down south for some reason in the South Pole. So
I saw you were away before that as well. You were in the UK and Mexico.
yeah,
Goodness.
I travel a lot though. People shouldn't be surprised. I love to travel. It's my second passion behind music. We were down in Tulum, Mexico, working on this record. I was in the UK, played some shows, and I'm heading back there after the Shotgun Rider tour is wrapped at the end of February. I'm heading back to the UK for more shows. Been really well received in the UK.
So tell me a little bit about this trip to Tulum.
Yeah, I love it down there. We're actually like my wife and I are building like a vacation house down there in Tulum. So we spend a lot of time there. We love Mexico. Been learning Spanish. I actually got a really funny story for you about the new single. What was I drinking? We were down there and we went out for dinner, and then after dinner we went out for a couple drinks. And when I say a couple, I mean literally just a couple drinks. And the next morning, I have never felt that vile in my entire life. Like it was proper. I think I'm going to die. And we didn't know what it was. We didn't think it was COVID. But I mean, I'm talking like me laying buck naked on the bathroom floor with my head on the cold tile for 2 days. Like honestly, guys, like that's how bad it was. Horrible. So you can imagine, you can picture that image or not. But anyways, we found out, or I think we found out that it was probably the ice, because some places won't use purified water.
Right.
So if they use tap water, if you're not used to it, I'm sure you've heard of that, you can get very sick. And I think that's what happened. Anyways, after we had recovered, all three of us, Jimmy, my co-writer, says to me, he's like, dude, what were we drinking? And that is where the title, What Was I Drinking, came from.
So how long did it take to actually write the song?
Well, we were moving slow after that, of course.
Right.
Probably a couple days. I'm pretty meticulous, though, when I write songs. I like to really take my time and make sure that everything feels like it should. So 2 days actually is probably pretty quick for me. And yeah, it was not too difficult to knock that one out.
Love it. It's cool that you have a story that goes along with it. I mean, definitely a memory there.
Yeah, it makes for a good story to tell with the single.
Yeah. So speaking of drinks, what is your go-to drink?
I like a little Jim Beam, or a lot, depending on what day it is. Tito's vodka is fantastic. They always hook me up with like cases upon cases of vodka when I go on tour. So they're great. I love that. And also, this might come as a surprise, but I love Japanese sake.
Okay.
Love it. Yeah, absolutely love it. I've been to Japan a few times and I fell in love with it. It's great.
And South African wine.
Man, I am not a big wine drinker. My wife is. So in the beginning of our wine country, South African wine country adventure, she was the one who was all over it. But by the end of it, I was starting to get into it.
Now going to your upcoming tour. Sadly, some bad news for us here in Ontario, but you'll be back for sure.
100%. I mean, Ontario's where I'm from. It's my home province.
Yeah,
I want to play there more than anywhere. COVID protocols, they change every week. I'm
yeah.
sure you guys up there are fed up with with all the changes. And I think what we're going to look at is doing a Shotgun Rider tour part 2 in the fall and just
Yeah.
get through Ontario and maybe hit the East Coast as well.
Sounds good. And you're bringing Nice Horse along with you. Have you
Yeah.
met with them before?
Yeah, no, I know the girls. We've written together. We've hung out. They just recorded one of my songs for their new project. Yeah, I just thought it was a great opportunity to bring them out on the road and introduce them to my fans. I love that they're female. We need more female artists in country music, so that was a big factor in me choosing them.
Besides your Tito's, what else are some of your must-haves for going out on the road?
Xbox, that's a huge one. I spend my time playing a lot of Xbox with the guys in the band.
Do you like
Yeah,
pack in advance, or are you a last minute type of guy?
no, I'm very well prepared. I always pack in advance. Even if for instance, like if I have to catch a super early morning flight or really anything before 10 a.m., I will have all my stuff packed and sitting by the door. I just got to put some clothes on and go.
And one more thing before I let you go, I want to hear a little bit more about your golf fundraiser for my listeners that maybe don't know about it. I think that's important to speak about.
Yeah, absolutely. I have a charity golf tournament in my hometown of Peterborough, Ontario, every single year. Tebey Charity Golf Classic. I think it's our 6th year coming up. It's going to be at Wildfire in the Peterborough Kawartha area, which is a phenomenal course, easily the best course in the Kawarthas. And we raise money every year for two local organizations in Peterborough. One is the Yes Shelter that helps people with mental health issues, but also women who are leaving abusive relationships with children, with their family, gives them a place to stay, to get back on their feet. So we're able to give them a whole bunch of money every year. It's an easy way for me to give back to the community that I'm from by showing up and playing a few songs and meeting the fans. It's
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me for a bit. I know you've got a busy morning. All the best with this new song, What Were We Drinking, and Shotgun Rider Tour, and hopefully see you for part 2 in the fall.
absolutely. It's been a long time, Alexis, so hopefully we can catch up soon.